College of Charleston has been under close watch by the South Carolina government after they proposed to cut the budget due to controversial curriculum. This comes as a result of the selection of the College Reads book Fun Home by Alison Bechddel, a graphic novel which deals with themes like sexual orientation and gender roles. Because of outrage by some students and parents, the government has proposed to take away money from the Reads program, but that has not stopped faculty and students from supporting the book and condemning the government's actions.
Is that I think that it is an attempt to censor the College of Charleston, and I think it's an infringement on academic freedom. The intent of the budget cuts is to punish the College of Charleston for making an academic decision. I didn't teach the book myself. It just didn't work for any of the courses that I was teaching this year, but I know a number of professors in the English department did require the book. And a number of people in the department had read it before or had already used it in classes before. I thought it was extremely well written and moving, and at times funny. I thought it was a really good book.
The College of Charleston student body has reacted passionately to this issue, mounting several petitions and one group going so far as to give away free copies of Fun Home. They claim that academic freedom should not be impeded by the interests of one opposition group.
I feel like the budget cut, the recent budget cut, due to the Fun Home book is preposterous on the nature of this book. I know that words like pornography have been thrown around, graphic. It doesn't make sense to me because there hasn't been much of an issue with previous books that have been suggested or required reading. A few years ago, the novel Eating Animals was required, and that is beyond graphic in nature. It's not the same sort of graphic that they are referring to this time around. But these books are meant to incite thought and empowerment. And we're in college for a reason, and we're at this liberal arts college for a reason. We chose this college for a reason, and I feel like the state's decision to not fund this program anymore, not give us money for specific classes because of its content, because of its nature, is just crazy. It doesn't make sense. We signed up for this.
I was not required to read Fun Home, but I read it as a personal choice, and in my opinion of the book, I feel like it was actually a really good book because it opened up my mindset to all the different types of people in the world, and with the gay and lesbian community, I was more open towards that too.
I think it's rash. They haven't obviously read the book. If they had read the book, they would realize that it has nothing to do with what they claim as pornography. Absolutely not. And because it is a graphic novel, I do believe that they were more quick to look at the pictures. I had to read it for my Women and Gender Studies class, and I didn't find it inappropriate or overstepping any boundaries at all.
We're smart. We're educated. We want to be educated, and this is part of our journey. And it just doesn't make sense that the state isn't willing to fund our education in this way. This is what we've signed up for.
With another bill proposed to cut budgets due to nude modeling and other so-called pornographic materials in classrooms, students and faculty are left to wonder how CFC will maintain its curriculum.
I definitely think it opens the door for later restrictions or comments from legislation in South Carolina regarding our funding and our just other restrictions and guidelines on our education, which again baffles me because we live in the 21st century.
It does open a silly doorway to give people the idea that, well, if we did it for this book, why not this book? And if maybe a handful of people have a problem with it, then it's better, we better address it.
My parents personally, they knew it was a liberal arts college, so they're fine with it all.
I would say that pushing the envelope is sometimes part of our job, and basically I don't think that faculty are going to be afraid to teach what they want to teach.